What's up YouTube? Kush here. I'm doing a deck list on a really crazy expensive deck. So this is not going to be budget at all. It runs a lot of cards that are high rarity. The deck is essentially putting a lot of meta relevant cards such as the Adventure engine, DPE, the Fusion Destiny engine, along with a newer engine called P.U.N.K. And the whole point of the deck is going into the most important card in the extra deck, Criston Halifabrax, which can get you at your tuners, and then you can go into Auroradon. As you saw in the beginning of the video, this deck can actually bring out big boss monsters like Baron de Fleur, Thunder Dragon. It can even bring out DPE easily. So I'm going to be going over the deck real quick and talking about the most important cards and card choices. So for the hand traps, I'm going to skip over them. They're not super important, although they are a little more important in this deck because Effect Filler and Ash Blossom are tuners, and if you have a really bad hand, you can easily just normal summon these and make Criston Halifabrax and get your plays going like that. Deskbot 01 is only in the deck as a target for Criston Halifabrax, so you can go into the Auroradon combo. If you don't want to go into a Auroradon combo, you can special out Jet Synchron and you can go into a Jet Synchron combo. Now Sangan, pretty powerful card, but it's very slow and modern in Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though when it leaves the field you get to add a card, you can't activate the card that you add. But there is kind of a workaround. There is one card that Sangan can add that you can still summon the same turn, and that card is Crusadia Arboria. As long as you have a link monster that points to a zone in your main monster zone, you can special summon this card from your hand into that zone. So because of that, Sangan is a one card link combo starter. You simply normal summon Sangan, and then you go into the Salamangreat link 1. Sangan gets a search of Crusadia. Crusadia special summons into the zone that Salamangreat points to, and you go into Criston Halifabrax, all off of one normal summon. So next we got the P.U.N.K engine. The P.U.N.K engine's more important because it's kind of like the meat and bread of the deck. It's really important. You can special summon it off of Emergency Teleport. You have a card that can just special summon it directly from the deck. It's really easy to special summon this card from the deck, which is important because when you're running the Adventure engine, whenever you activate Rite of Aramesir, if you normal summon a monster, you cannot activate that monster's effect the turn it's normal summon. So essentially you want the deck to be able to special summon a bunch of monsters and only normal summon monsters that activate effects in the graveyard or when they're sent from the field to the graveyard. It also has an effect on the field that you pay 600 life points and you can add any P.U.N.K monster from your deck to your hand. The only targets that we run in the deck is Foxy Tune, who can special summon this guy, Amin, the level 3, and also Ogre Dance, which can send itself from the hand to the graveyard and add another Amin. That's how important this card is. We pretty much run 7 copies of it in our deck. Water Enchantress is the Adventure engine. I'm not going to go too much in depth. I'm assuming you already know what the Adventure engine already does. We run Mecha Phantom Beast Coltwing because we run Auroradon, and Auroradon can bring this guy out, and that lets us extend our plays by getting more tokens and doing even more cool things, as you'll see in the first replay in the video, along with a unique card that's only a normal. It's called Nemesis Corridor. The reason we run this is because it allows us to go into Thunder Dragon Colossus. It also recycles our Water Enchantress, which is banished, and it's searchable from the deck really easily with Cupid Pitch. 2 Fusion Destiny, whether you open up with this in your starting hand or you use Predaplant Verite Anaconda, it's really powerful, and I just want to run it in this deck because it just makes the deck a lot stronger. And here's a little interesting thing. I see that people only run 1 Fateful Adventure. I like to run 2 because whenever I run 1, people tend to destroy it or try to get rid of it as fast as they can. But that's why I run a second one, because as soon as you get rid of the first one, I just use the second one. Also, even if it's in your starting hand, it still gets your plays going, so I think it's just a really good card in general. Sadly, only 1 copy of Infinite Impermanence because I only own 1. If you want to run 3, you can, and just adjust the deck list around a little bit. The extra deck is really tight, but there is room for adjusting. We got 1 Thunder Dragon Colossus. You don't need to run this. I only run it because it makes the Nemesis combo even stronger. 1 copy of DPE. You need to run it if you're running the Fusion Destiny engine. Herald of Arclight is really easy to be made in this deck, so I'm running it. Cupid Pitch is really useful as well. It allows you to go into Synchro 8s super easy. We run 3 Synchro 7s because it's fairly easy to go into Synchro 7s in this deck. We got 1 Clear Wing, 1 Shooting Riser, which is also pretty good because he can be special summoned with Criston Halifabrax, and he also sends a monster from your deck to the graveyard, and 1 Cyberse Quantum Dragon. Essentially, if you make this guy when you have out Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon, your other monsters cannot be targeted by monster effects or attacks. Also, if he battles, he can return the opponent's monster to the hand and he can attack twice. So he kind of enables you to go for OTKs. 1 Borreload Savage Dragon. It equips Halifabrax from your graveyard to it, gets 2 counters, can negate 2 cards. Chaos Ruler feels like kind of a win more card, You bring it out and then you mill a couple cards and then you get to add one to your hand. Also, if he's in a graveyard, you can special summon him back. This card can be removed if you want. It's a good card, but there are better options, such as Draco Berserk of Tenyi. This card is really good too. Pretty much your opponent activates a monster effect, banish it. If it destroys a monster by battle, it gains the attack permanently and it can attack again. So it could be played instead of Chaos Ruler. And then finally, Baron de Fleur, 1 copy. Really powerful card. Omni Negate can destroy a card on the field. Standby phase. Put it back in the extra deck, special summon something from your graveyard. We run 1 Relinquish Anima because of the Jet Synchron, so that we can go into other plays by summoning this guy, special summoning Jet Synchron back, and then we can go into Christian Halifibrax. We also run the Salaman Great Link 1 for Sangan, and there's other targets that you can use, so this card does come up. Halifibrax, the most important card in the extra deck. Protoplant Verdicte Anaconda, just to send Fusion Destiny, and Mecha Phantom Beast of Wardon, simply because combined with Halifibrax, it is extremely powerful. That's a deck list. I'm going to go into a live duel commentary and talk about the plays and what you can do with the deck and what I did in the duel. So this replay is really cool. Our starting hand is rather interesting. We got 3 adventure cards in our starting hand, and we got Rite of Aramesir, which is really powerful. We're going to activate Fateful Adventure and try to search out the Equips card by normal summoning Effect Filler. He's going to Ash Blossom this card. I don't know why he did that. He doesn't want us to get the Equip. Completely fine. And normal summoning Effect Filler, we have options. We can go into Halifibrax. We can also do some other things with Gryphon Rider, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to special summon Gryphon Rider. We're going to go into Halifibrax. Halifibrax is going to special summon Deskbot 01. We're going to go into Mecha Phantom Beast. It's going to special summon 3 tokens. As long as we special summon 2 or more machines, we can special summon Deskbot 01 from our graveyard. Now we can go into a Synchro 4, which is really powerful. Cupid Pitch has the effect, when it is Synchro summoned, we can change its level by 1 or increase or decrease its level by 1. Also, when it's sent to the graveyard as Synchro summon, we get to add a card. We bring out Boral Savage. Boral Savage can equip the Halifibrax in our graveyard. Cupid Pitch is going to add us a card from our deck to our hand. And we're not done yet. So now we're going to activate this guy, which is pretty much, I think it's like tribute 2 monsters, special summon 1 monster from your deck that's a Mecha Phantom Beast. This guy, when he special summoned, we can bring out 2 tokens. Because of 2 tokens, we bring out Deskbot 01. Now we can go into Herald. And I'm going to pause real quick. The combo's not done. We're not done, but I'm going to pause. So pretty much our board is 1 Omni Negate, Boral Savage Dragon, Herald of Arclight, which is an Omni Negate. If our opponent sends any cards from their hand or main deck to the graveyard, it's banished. Really powerful. This monster is protected by card effect and by battle as long as we control this token. So we're doing pretty good, but this is not the end of the combo. So we're going to banish Water Enchantress from our graveyard, add Rite of Aramesir into our hand. Then we're going to summon Nemesis Corridor, shuffling the banished card into the deck. We're going to bring out Thunder Dragon Colossus. Our end board, Omni Negate. Also, if they send cards from their hand or deck to the graveyard, banished. Also, they cannot add any card from their deck to their hand. Also, if this guy would be destroyed, just banish a Thunder in my graveyard. Really powerful. But our opponent has Dark Ruler no more, Dark Hole. I chain Maxx because I'm like, well, I'm gonna lose everything. I don't know what he has. Maybe he's gonna special summon everything, so I lost everything. Omni Negate didn't matter. None of that mattered. It's all gone. Board state cleared. We top deck Foxy Tune from our hand. Rite of Aramesir, very powerful card. We're going to try to get our search of the Equip spell. He's going to Ash Blossom it again. Okay, I don't know why he doesn't want us to get that Equip spell so bad, but I mean, that's that. We're going to use Foxy Tune, pitch the Fateful Adventure in our hand, bring out the level 3 tuner. We're going to search out Ogre Dance. Ogre Dance is really cool here because Ogre Dance can pitch itself to add another level 3 tuner from our deck to our hand. And then also, we're going to add Water Enchantress. We're just going to banish it, add another Rite of Aramesir for next turn. Ogre Dance is going to do that. We're going to bring out the level 3 tuner. Go into a Synchro 7. Because our extra deck, we can only run 1 Halifibrax. So we can't go into Halifibrax again. And we could have went into Protoplant Verdicte Anaconda and went into DPE. But I was like, rather than a DPE, I think I want to make an Omni Negate. So I made Baron de Fleur. Our opponent was stalling super hard. I think he was so upset that we're playing a combo deck that he literally took like 5 minutes to do this one play. And I'm not kidding when I say that. It literally took him so long just to play. He was trying to make me quit because I didn't want to wait for him. But it was like 5 a.m. when I was doing this, so I was like, I don't care, I can wait all night. So Frightful Adventure searches as a card. We discard the equip card that we added, because when the equip card is sent to the graveyard, we can equip it, so technically we don't really lose anything. We can also bounce a card with the equip card. We just normal summon this, enter battle phase, attack with that, attack with the token. And here I was like, I could attack an end game, but this guy kind of made me wait 5 minutes. So I'm like, you know what? I want to see if he has anything. I was gonna troll with him because I have an Omni Negate, also have a bounce on my turn, and he didn't surrender. He actually lost to time limit. So he waited another 5 minutes there. And that's all for the video. I hope the video helps. I'm going to try to do more expensive decks, so stick around. Feel free to subscribe or like the video. Shows me a lot of love. And as always, I hope you have a great day or night, and maybe I'll catch you later. Peace.